Sanman, guys. As a black South African, I'm so envious of other groups, other cultures. So yesterday I was at a an event, amazing event with amazing people, and we were just talking about the importance of relationships and building a community. And you start realizing, Uguti, when other people come into this country, let's say the Pakistan community, they come in and they work together. Guys from Nigeria come in, they work together. As South Africans, we're very, very angry at what's happening in Orania. But the reality is, whether we believe they're racist, not racist, they're horrible, they've come together and they work together. The Jewish community, Islamic community, the Somalians, guys, there's something to be said about teamwork. There's something to be said about building relationships. Floyd Mayweather always says teamwork makes the dream work. We are struggling as a community to manage the smallest things. We are struggling as families. We are struggling as friends. Business is tough. Work is tough. Actual romantic relationships are tough. You find yourself in spaces where it's cool to backstab, or rather, it's normal to backstab. You find yourself in situations where someone will do something so that that contract that you applied for falls through because they want to get it. You find someone talking ill of you to the next person, to your partner, whatever the case may be, because you know, it's something to be said about our community where everything is so competitive. We constantly competing with one another instead of working together. You see it in families where the one uncle wants to be known for driving this car while the other family members, his siblings, bakomba matekes. The one uncle is bringing in too much money into his space, yet the other siblings are all unemployed. He will justify that they are lazy. He will make excuses. He will say, Uguti, I've tried this, I've tried that. I don't see that in other communities. You know, my experience, maybe you have. I genuinely don't. I work a lot with foreign communities in South Africa. I work a lot with the Jewish community in South Africa. I work a lot with Afrikaans community in South Africa. I work with so many different communities, and I'm so envious of how they work together. Tina, everything is a competition. Everything is a competition. People are competing with their siblings. People are competing with their friends. People are competing with family members. People are competing with all next door. People are competing. Oh my gosh, language where now this umpedi mina ngumtsonga. Oh God, how do we fix this? How do we as Black South Africans build this bridge where we can start collaborating, where we can come together and instead of you playing a striker by yourself, but understand the importance of me as a midfielder to supply you with the ball. And for me to know that if you score this goal, you're not just winning, but the entire team is winning. How do we build that concept within ourselves? If you look at the Pakistanis, where they'll pull funds together to buy resources, buy 10, but see one, and they run it to a point where they can open the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. Before you realize it, they've got 50 of these bad boys. Within the Jewish community, they pull resources, human resources, financial capital. They pull it all together. If you look at all the city centers here in Joburg, the Nigerians are close together. Bavula Masalon, Bavula Lok, they pull resources, they work together. They go to the same clubs, they go to they come together. Tina, there's none of that. For us, it's just pure competition. It's pure competition. To a point where guys are happy to sleep with other people, with other guys' girls. It's pure competition. You don't even see my girl as your sister. You see it as everything is pure competition. You're applying for the same thing that I'm applying for because we're both bidding for this. But we spoke about this last week. Why are you bidding? Why are we not coming together and say, look, Penson, you bid and I'll make sure that I supply 1, 2, 3. You will win this. We will work together and we both eat. We both win. Why must everything be so aggressively competitive amongst us to a point where we are willing to harm the other? To a point where we are happy for the other to get destroyed. We're not trying to build the tallest building together. You want your building to be taller than mine. And even if it's not building your building, you'd rather destroy my building so that yours stays tall. Why? I'm so envious of other communities. I'm so envious of the fact that they work together. They build real relationships. Real long-term relationships. Guys, in the comments, guide me, help me, suggest. How can we do this as the family? How can we do this as your neighborhood? How can we do this as a community where we work together? Yes, there'll be teething pains. Yes, there'll be a lot of tough love that we'll have to do for siblings, for cousins, for friends. There's a lot of tough love in order to say, hey, let's work together. Let's work. Yes. You wanna? Yes. Yeah. But let's work together. If we're busy complaining about leadership there and leadership there and leadership there, let's first focus on us and leadership here, and work together here, and build this strong community here. And then hopefully we'll grow. Let's watch, let's learn from other communities instead of bitching and moaning all the time. Let's see what they are doing right. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. What they're doing wrong, that's on them. Let's focus on what they're doing right. And from what I'm seeing, it's the relationships. Let's work on relationships, guys. Guide me. I might be wrong. You might have tips on how we can do this. But it's earnings season, guys. It's earnings season. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day for Izolo. Hope you can. Sharp.